Okay, for the last episode of Rising of the Shield Hero Season 4, because now we're getting Season 5. What a hell of a way to just say, we're going to continue this story, because you know what? Fuck it. I gotta say, I was pretty much impressed. Like, this was definitely... I'm mistaking this to evil Raphtalia, and now that I kind of got this episode, it basically explained to me that Zodia got possessed by the previous Emperor, which was before this boy, and they are basically now there to test Raphtalia. Like, essentially, it is a trial for Raphtalia to prove whether or not only is she capable of being an emperor, so having to fight to prove her point, but also someone who should be able to fight against the cardinal heroes should something happen, which basically makes me think that perhaps there will be a moment where one of them could be turned evil per se, or maybe they were evil in like a previous version and they had to be stopped, and they need essentially the Emperor of Quintonlo to be strong enough to stop whichever one that goes off the deep end. But the fighting itself is pretty cool. Like, I kind of was speculating who should be the one to defeat it, and I don't remember what I said per se, but all I know is that I definitely wanted it to be Raphtalia. It just fits, evil version versus good version, but in this case, it's more of a genuine trial of being the Emperor of Quintonlo, which makes even more sense. Before anything, though, about that fight, we should also mention the Machina, or the bitch fight, because she was killed, which I was a little bit caught off guard. But yeah, she basically was was, I guess, trying to possess Zodia's body because she broke the crest, or was able to break it. I don't think it was the intention of killing her, but I mean, it happened. So she, as a ghost, is now attempting to haunt Zodia and take the body. Obviously, this didn't fucking work, and both Raphtalia and Naofumi have the ability to deal with shit like that. So yeah, rip her, rip Bozo. But other than that, I mean, it was just worth noting that she was defeated, which, I mean, okay, this works. And yeah, obviously Raphtalia was able to pass. They kind of explained how they can bring back Zodia using the thing that she gave Naofumi, which all connects together. And yeah, Raphtalia is able to become the Emperor. They talk to the Emperor, and I do like that they basically had to tell him about how stupid his laws were. And yeah, I mean, he had to learn his lesson. Now, they obviously said that, oh, he's dead now and all this and that, but it's just so they don't have to worry of anything bad happening to him, or maybe another rebellion or some shit like that. And that he gets to finally live like his actual life, enjoy his life, no longer pressured as like the Emperor in such a young age. And you know what, that's a pretty wholesome conclusion to that. And I do like the talk between Naofumi and Raphtalia. Naofumi has to go back to Siltveld to be their god, essentially, or their ruler and such, because he promised them. So now he has to accomplish that goal. Raphtalia is now the Emperor, so she has now things of being no longer does the two can really hang out as much as they did, or do stuff together as much as they did before, but it shows that a lot of things have changed. Like, they now have a lot more responsibilities and stuff, but I can say at this point, they're equals. Like, yeah, Naofumi has always valued Raphtalia, but in the early season 1 and season 2, I've always attributed that Raphtalia is more of a servant to Naofumi. Right here, they're definitely a lot more equals, in my opinion. But obviously, moving from this, their responsibilities and stuff are going to come up, and they'll have each other's back. That's what essentially this whole thing is. Before they go back to their village and stuff, because now they've accomplished everything. Naofumi got payback on those that attacked his village. Raphtalia is now the Emperor, and honestly, they're doing super freaking well. And look, we're gonna get to that part. Motoyatsu did something that the fan base is probably going to be happy about. And that is killing this bitch. Killing Malti, my bitch, whore, whatever you want to call her. He actually did it. He one-shotted her and she is dead. Now, granted, though, he does lament that, oh, maybe I should have destroyed her soul to make it permanent. Essentially saying that she's going to come back. And look, I think you could call this a redemption of sorts, because I know people still hate Motoyatsu more than the other two, and I think they got a lot of hate outside of Motoyatsu during season 3. But Motoyatsu saw her as a pig. Now, I don't really want to go over that too much, because not only is that more, I will discuss that more on the Reprisal of the Spear Hero series stuff, because I've started reading the books and the manga again. Kind of want to refresh to get those videos ready. But that has to do with this Curse series. And trust me, that becomes a problem. But I will save those thoughts for some other video. Other than that, just keep that in mind. And yes, we did got some teasers of season 5. I could just kind of say that shit's about to go even more crazy, because Mai didn't die, or well, bitch didn't die, like, fully. She got killed, but she'll just get, like, revived. So, yeah, that's gonna come back to bite everyone in the ass. But, overall, this was still a good episode. As for the season, I'll obviously have a season review. Still got a lot of shit to get through, but I gotta say, it was an interesting season. But for this episode, honestly, 8 out of 10 was really good.